Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling all day long. Aaliyah, 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 what we gonna do, Aaliyah? Yo, ignore my dishwasher in the background. Yeah, we got problems, y'all. We got some problems. Mattel, why you do this? Why you do this to us? I know they watch all our stuff. I know they hear what we say. It's not a secret, okay? They know. They know. First, let me say thank you to all the people who heard my cry for help when I came to the community and said I need some advice, I need some feedback on what to do about this doll, because I wanted to get the Aaliyah doll, but I didn't want to jump through all these hoops in order to get her, and I was hoping that she would turn up on the Amazon website so I could just order her from there, because Amazon is no hassles for me. So I came to you guys with my Dolly problems and I vented to you about it. Watch the last 2 videos with Aaliyah in the thumbnail if you want to kind of get a scoop of what I was talking about. Y'all came through in them comments, okay? Not gonna lie. I was impressed. I was shocked. So proud of this community. Nonetheless, I took a lot of you guys' advice. I ended up joining the Barbie 59 Club membership, which costs about $10 US. It gives you access to the forums that are for members only over on MattelCreations.com. And boy, did those chats in the forum section really open my eyes to the BS of Mattel. So I can't post any like screenshots from the things that I saw being talked about over there, because I don't know if that violates their policies for members to do that, but I can tell you about it. There's at least one person running a chat on this particular doll who works for Mattel, and according to that person, you're not going to be seeing Amazon US carrying the Aaliyah doll in stock. So if you're looking for her there, at least for the time being, you're probably going to be out of luck. There are Amazon websites for European countries that do carry this doll, and it was available there when the sales opened up for members to purchase the doll. So here's the thing, and I'm so glad that I did this. This doll had no promotion, no press, nothing, no information from Mattel directly warning us, telling us anything about this doll. She was very, very mysterious and obscure. And even to the members, everything was just like, we'll see what happens. Like, there was no information. People were asking in the forum, like, what's going on with this doll? How much is she gonna be? There wasn't even conversation about the pricing of the doll. Literally, up until launch time, nobody was talking about it. There were no sneak peek promo pictures that were available prior to the listing going live. So if you're sitting here thinking you missed something, like, you didn't miss nothing. The members didn't know more than what anybody else knew for the most part. The only thing that the members knew first for sure that was like officially clarified by Mattel was that the doll was not going to be available in America on Amazon's website. That's pretty much it. There was also rumors that the doll was going to be available through Target. I don't know if it was exactly when the sale launched or a little bit after that, like a couple hours after, but Target.com did have the doll listed and available for pre-order, meaning that you're not going to get the doll shipped to you until at least, I think, the 26th, because that's when Target's release date is for this doll. People were able to order her, but there's no guarantee that Target will be sending the doll to you any sooner than Mattel would be, basically. The only benefit of Target, I think, over Mattel is that their shipping might be cheaper. Also, there were rumors that this doll was going to be carried at many different locations. Someone posted in the forum a screenshot of a post that was made by Aaliyah's account on social media with like a list of different stores where the doll was supposedly going to be available at. They listed Walmart, they listed Amazon US, they listed a bunch of other places. But the problem with this is that Mattel itself did not confirm this, nor is it stated anywhere on their website that such is the case. We don't know how reliable that information is. And then the other thing too I noticed on the website, because this is why I said I was so confused. People who have joined Mattel's memberships prior basically told me that sometimes the sales will go live to the members first, and then they'll have some dolls set aside for the general public. So even if it sells out for members, it might not sell out for the public. That's what I thought was going on with this doll. boy, was I misinformed. I don't think that's actually what was going on with this doll. I think they always intended for the doll to be sold only to members. Once the members bought them all up, that was going to be the end of that. Like, there's no more dolls. So I'm sitting here like, how many dolls were produced? Because obviously most people who collect Barbies are not members. What? Like, that's insane. I saw people in the forums like me who were saying, I only joined the membership so that I could buy this doll, and some of those people missed the sale. So I was stalking the website, I was stalking the internet in general during this time frame when the doll was live, and the next day after that to see if the launch would like restart for the public, because I was under the impression that that's what was going to happen, but that's not what I saw happening. The next day there was no new countdown, there was no new launch, there was no new sales, there was no more stock available on Target for the doll either, because I think Target's website sold out of her within a couple of hours. Based on what I was seeing in the forums, you guys, I mean, I think this doll sold out in about 20 minutes. People were saying 30 minutes, but I don't think so. I think it was 20 minutes. I thought I was like seeing things. I thought I was losing my mind. I was like, can this be correct? I was logging in and out of Mattel Creations website thinking maybe it just says it sold out for me because I already ordered one and I'm a member and I've reached my limit, which was $1 per person, or per account, I should say. There's a little hack you can use to order more than one doll. If you're ever wondering, how do people be getting more than one or more than two, and there's a limit on here? I think what they do is they create multiple accounts and then they order the dolls from many different accounts to get past the quantity restrictions. I thought, like, how can you bypass a system like that? Because of when the system recognizes that they're already shipping to this address or they've already used this credit card number. But I don't think the system is that smart to know to do that. So as long as you have a different email address, they just count that as a completely new account. So that's how people usually bypass these number quantities. If you're wondering how they're doing that, it might seem ridiculous to do, especially if it's a membership, because you can only buy one membership per account. If you're a scalper and you think you're gonna get hundreds of dollars off of something, to you it's worth it to invest the extra money to have multiple memberships and just log into all these different memberships on different devices so that you can order a bunch of stuff at one time without triggering the system, you know? Diabolical that people be doing all of this, but I mean, you can't put it past a scammer to do what they gonna do. That's what they're good at. That's their job. They're gonna work their job, their talents, just like you would your job. That's just a complete side note. But anyways, I'm really disappointed with the way that Mattel is handling this. There are rumors that she might end up coming to other websites later. Like, I guess people say that sometimes Mattel does re-releases of dolls that are really popular. I mean, but I don't put it past them not to, because they didn't talk about this doll at all. No PR whatsoever when it came to this doll. Totally word of mouth was all it took to sell the doll out within 20 minutes. Unbelievable. If I was Mattel, I wouldn't give a damn. I wouldn't care, because they're not in it to please the customers. They're not in it to make us happy. They're not in it because they're trying to fulfill our childhood dreams. Like, they're a business. They're trying to make money at the end of the day. They're not about to produce anything for free. They're trying to get money. And the more money they can get, the better. I mean, think about it. It doesn't cost any more money or any more effort to create and design and produce the Aaliyah Barbie doll versus any other Barbie doll that we see that costs $5 to $7. You know what I'm saying? It's all the same production cost. So if I can put the same amount of effort into this doll and charge way more money for it than this doll, then obviously I'm gonna focus on this doll. And the creation of this FOMO kind of feeling of like people thinking they're gonna miss out, the hype being all driven by us social media influencers, other collectors who are posting and talking about it. The Reddit forums were all hyped up, getting ready for this doll's launch. People were so nerve-wracked and anxious about whether or not they were gonna get their hands on this doll. I saw people who didn't even collect Barbies pledging that they were going to buy 2 and 3 and however many they could get. This doll was on a lot of people's radar, and of course they know this. They know this at Mattel. They planned it like this. Don't be disappointed if you missed out on this doll. This was one of those things where, like, I just told myself, if I miss it, I miss it. If I miss it, I'm just gonna have to live with it. If it's really, really a grail to you, I would say wait a little bit and just see what happens. Let's just keep an eye on things. She may turn up on other websites. The last thing I would be doing right now is feeding into the hype and the FOMO and trying to order her for over $100, $200 on eBay. That's just ridiculous. Honestly, you're better off ordering her from like a German website on Amazon or Europe for $70 and paying the extra shipping. At least you're getting her from a reputable site on Amazon versus just some random person who's just scalping. The same $100 I would not give to a scalper over a legitimate website. So you better off just doing that and just paying the extra shipping if you really need her so bad that you're willing to dish out hundreds of dollars for this doll. Like, bruh, I don't understand it. This is another thing. Like, people were talking about this in the forums too. How on earth do people on eBay end up listing and also selling multiple quantities of dolls like this that are limited to regular customers? How are they even able to do that? Like, are they fulfilling these orders, or do they end up having to refund everybody because they can't fulfill them? I'm just curious. Does somebody have the inside scoop or any knowledge or theories on how these people are doing this? Because it's just unbelievable that they get away with doing it. It's just wild to me. And then it's like, I have a strange suspicion that some of these people who do this, that they are Mattel. I think Mattel is the scalpers. Not all of them, but some of them, either employees at Mattel or Mattel itself, the company, is like trying to drive sales to make dolls cost more than what they actually need to cost. So there's like a department that secretly runs the scalpers account on eBay. Like, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I don't put it past nobody to do weird stuff when it comes to money. I just don't trust it. How else do you explain it? It's just bizarre, you know? And the misunderstandings that was confusing me, because I can't be the only one. It's so confusing dealing with Mattel sometimes, why I don't like ordering from them. And then even after I put my order in, I have yet to receive a shipping statement. I see some people saying, oh, I already got my email saying that they're shipping my doll. Mattel is notorious for taking dumb long to ship. Like, I was in such a frenzy at the time trying to make sure I got my doll that it didn't occur to me to put 2-day shipping on my doll, which when I'm dealing with Mattel, like, if I can, I'll try to do that. And I have budgeted for, in case I did need to do that, being able to do that. So I wasn't about to break my budget if I did do the 2-day shipping, but 2-day shipping from Mattel costs $25. It's not worth it. I look at it like anything that's over $50, Mattel should just be doing free shipping for those anyway. What is y'all doing, Mattel? Like, it's not that serious. But because they go out of their way to package everything nicely in shippers and they usually come to you safe, I'll give them that to say, okay, fine, whatever, you gotta charge me for shipping, whatever. But it's like $25 though. Stop it. Please stop. It's not that serious. It don't take no $25 to ship me something in 2 days when Amazon can ship me stuff within 1 or 2 days for next to nothing. Most of the time, I have Prime. I don't pay for shipping anyways. But if I had to pay, they're not about to charge me $25 for it. Stop. Give me a break. I just don't understand, y'all. Mattel is like so archaic with the way that they do their business. Their customer service is just, like, how on earth are they running a business like this? And they just totally get away with it. There's such a monopoly when it comes to the whole doll game. I know we don't want to believe this because we tell ourselves that they have competition, but give me a break. That's like a whole nother conversation that we need to have about the competition of Mattel. Like, there's no competition. Please stop. I don't want to go off on a side tangent, but y'all understand what I'm getting at, right? For sure, make sure you subscribe to this channel, because if you are wondering about this doll, because you never know, she might turn up somewhere. You might have somebody who gets her and they're like, I don't know, I'm not really feeling the doll like that. I thought I was. They might be keeping her in a box, and then something happens. People have emergencies all the time. They need a quick $100, and they might end up listing her on eBay way cheaper than the scalpers just to get rid of her fast because they need the cash money. It happens all the time. You never know. You understand what I'm saying? Stay positive. Keep an open mind. Don't do things like tell yourself, oh, I missed out on this. I'll never get her. It's so unfair. I believe in law of attraction. I think when you think like that and talk like that, you bring it to yourself. I just don't move like that, you know? I think that's why I actually have been able to attain a lot of the dolls that were on my grail list. I made a whole video about this years ago, but that's my strategy. I use the law of attraction, honestly, to get me the things I want in life. I knew I was going to be living in a bigger place than what we had back in Washington State. It took us 4 years to get here, but we did it, and it wasn't really difficult to get. We believed that we were gonna get it, and it happened. You feel me? And I'm paying less for the rent at my place here with 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms than I was back in Washington with 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. Like a $700 difference in rent. It's ridiculous. If you believe that you'll get the things you want in life, for the most part, I think that you can attain them. The trick is to not say, how am I gonna do it though? Don't worry about how, just believe you'll get it. I'm telling you, if I told you the stories of how I ended up with a lot of the grails that ended up in my collection, you'd be shocked because it makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense. There's no logic behind it. But they're here, they're in my possession, you feel me? And I'm not a rich person. I don't make a whole bunch of money from doing YouTube videos. I don't have a job. I'm a stay-at-home wife. I'm home with my kids all day. Like, I'm not rich. My husband works, but he's not rich. He pays the bills. We get by, you know what I'm saying? I'm not one of these elite doll collector people on YouTube that's just raking in thousands and thousands of dollars and got all these Patreon supporters, and I'm basically just financing my entire doll collection with money from my viewers. Like, that's not what I'm doing. For the prices of some of these dolls and for the way that I acquired them, it would seem impossible that they ended up in my collection. But surely when I switched the way that I was thinking about my dolls and attaining dolls that seemed like they were like out of my reach, it brought them to me much easier. So it might take you a little bit of time, might not be tomorrow, might not be next week, but you just never know. This is not one of those launches where I think it was done unfairly, in the sense of they were allowing people to get multiples of the doll that basically would have taken away from someone else who wanted the doll, but they were all unavailable because somebody got like 3, 4, 5 of them, you know? They made it very fair. Everybody could only get one. They put a limit on it, so there was only one available for me to get. I pray to God that she is not wonky-eyed. But if she is, again, I'm just going to have to live with it. So then there's that. You could have ordered the doll, but we don't even know what condition the doll's going to be in when we get them. And there's no guarantee that Mattel is going to easily exchange it if you have a problem with the way the doll looks, you know? These are just doll collector problems. Y'all know what it is. In a sense, it was done fairly, but I just don't like the way that they marketed this, which was no marketing at all. I don't like the sneakiness of the way that they were talking about the doll. And then if you go on their website, if you look at the actual listing at the bottom, it says that the ordering window was going to be from this time to this time. And there's nothing there that states that it was going to be available to the public, which was what my misconception was from jump, which was why I was saying, should I get a membership or should I just wait for the public launch the next day and take my chances? There was no public launch. That's what I'm trying to say. There was no public launch. So if you didn't already have a membership, you basically just missed out on the doll unless you got lucky and found her on Target at just the right window of time. And apparently that wasn't many people. I think Target was allowing you to buy more than one, which is awesome. But I mean, that's probably why they sold out so fast. If Target had a limit on it, I think more people would have been able to get the doll over there, you know? So some of the people who already bought her from Mattel during launch actually went over to Target and bought another 1 or 2 from Target. Unbelievable. But it is what it is. No, it's not the end of the world. Maybe because they saw how popular this doll was, they might decide that they're gonna make another version of her, maybe. Like J-Lo, there's more than one version of, right? But I know that there are celebrities like Cher, for example, that they've done multiple times. Elizabeth Taylor, multiple times. So I pray that maybe they will do something like this, but it's just hard to tell because according to what I've heard, Aaliyah's estate is very stingy about allowing her likeness to be used for monetary reasons. They're just very, very like picky about where they will release her music, her image, all of that stuff. They really want to like protect her image. So I understand as the family that they're trying to do that. That's their right to do that, but you know, everybody loves her, so it's like we all want a piece of her, you know what I'm saying? Who knows, maybe just seeing how popular this doll was and how quickly she sold out, maybe they'll be convinced to do more collabs with Mattel to produce more dolls that look like her and some more people can get a hold of her. I hope so, but if not, then some of us are just gonna have to live vicariously through other people. And also, let me encourage some of you guys to customize dolls that already exist that have similar attributes to this particular doll. Of course, her face sculpt is not going to be the exact one, but we can make our own versions of Aaliyah with other dolls that we can customize. So don't throw that out the window. You might even be able to find the outfit listed on eBay separately later. This outfit that was for the 1 in a Million music video, a lot of people were like complaining that they didn't like the outfit and they wanted her to be dressed in something else. So they might end up customizing the doll, changing her clothes, and deciding that they don't need the outfit, and then listing that separately. And then you could maybe hybrid the outfit onto a new doll that you can turn into your own custom Aaliyah. So that's also an idea that I'm just throwing out there for people who might want to do it like that. And keep your notifications turned on here so that you don't miss it when I do my review. Guys, I stopped doing doll reviews. In case you didn't realize, I don't do doll reviews anymore. I only review dolls that I can get very, very detailed with, that I'm personally invested in. Like, I really like the doll. It's not just like some random fashionista that I found at Walmart on sale for $5, so I just got her for her outfit. Those kinds of dolls, I don't do reviews on dolls like that anymore. If you see a review over here, then I'm gonna make sure that I answer whatever questions I would assume somebody would be wondering about the doll if they can't pull her out of the box themselves to look at her. So if you have any questions about her, leave that in the comments here so I can make sure that I answer all those questions on the dolls here and I'm going through it. I'm planning to take her clothes off, try the clothes on other dolls, try other clothes on her, show you her body, probably do a comparison of her body to some other dolls as well, and just give you as much insight as I can so we can look at everything on this doll. Keep checking the websites, you guys. Just because she's sold out for the time being doesn't mean she's not going to appear somewhere else. I just wanted to make sure to tell you guys a lot of it is rumors. It's not guaranteed that she's going to show up on Barnes & Noble's website or even Target, but Target did say that the release date for them is the 26th, and there's like this implication that on the 26th they'll have a new stock of dolls available, because on their website it says check back on release date. So I would say check, but just don't hold your breath, because it's not a guarantee that on the 26th they'll actually have more dolls in stock. You know what I mean? I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm so wrong, and that Mattel just surprises the hell out of all of us and they list a whole new batch of dolls out the blue. Like next week we look at the website and it's just, you can add as many as you want to your carts. I don't know. I haven't heard any confirmation from a reputable source that this doll was supposed to be a limited edition or anything like that. So I don't know what's going on. I'm just as clueless as you guys, but I'm just telling y'all what I heard, okay? So we'll see. If you heard any other rumors, drop it in the comment section, share it with everybody so we can keep this dialogue going and keep each other informed. To everybody who was able to snag the doll during the launch window, congratulations. That's what's up. And I'm so happy for you guys that your Dolly dreams came true on this one. And I'm really grateful that I was able to get a hold of at least one. But like I was telling somebody, my anxieties ain't going no place until she's safely in my arms. So much could go wrong between now and then. Like, I've had Mattel straight up cancel orders on me. What? What are you doing? I've had them do this to me, bro. Like, I hope that's not what happens here. Hopefully everybody who ordered their doll gets their dolls, and all this hype was totally worth it. And in between videos, if you guys want to hang out with me on my other channel, I have I call it a true crime channel, but it's not just crime stories I do over there. It's also like paranormal stories, creepy stuff, just disturbing things all in general. I don't know, I'm a very dark person, even though I don't seem like that here because I'm very bubbly, but I listen to like creepy stuff all day long, like horror, like all of that stuff is like kind of my obsession. So I decided I want to tell my own stories, and that's what I'm doing over there. So if you guys like stuff like that, then come check me out over there and we can hang out. The channel's called Gypsie Kim Stories. There will be a link at the end of this video and in the info section as well, so you can come and find me. We're already being weird together over here, so let's be weird together over there. Why limit the weirdness? So come check me out over there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm Gypsy, you're not. This is Broken Dolly TV. Let's all go have a Dolly day.